Hello and welcome back to the Dysfunctionals podcast.
Hello.
You've got Cole.
Hello.
You've got Aaliyah.
Hiya.
You've got Kieran.
Hello.
And you've got Georgia.
Hey.
And you've got myself, Chloe.
Whee.
That was very eloquent. I loved it.
Yeah. She's actually strung a sentence together.
That was your telephone voice, wasn't it?
Did none of you realise that I did not get Dysfunctionals podcast out properly?
Yeah.
That's all right. That's what we were about.
Just settling in.
You don't need to get your name right. It's not important.
It's not even relevant, you know.
It's not our entire identity.
No one's gonna fucking watch it anyway.
Hey, my mum will be watching.
Hi, Nick.
So, ain't we glad it stopped fricking snowing?
I am.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
I wanted proper snow.
Trust me.
We had proper snow.
We had an hour of snow.
Yeah.
Proper snow.
Sadness.
Oh no, I
Yeah,
got.
but you weren't even going to come, Cole.
Yeah. But
True.
didn't, so that's
I got
fine.
day
Yeah,
off work
only
because
because
of the
of
snow.
bullying.
For context, we had to drag him to play in the
Allegedly,
snow
we had to drag him.
Allegedly, as fully functioning 20-odd-year-old adults to play in the snow for
Like
hours.
5-year-old.
And it was really good. We made a really shitty snowball that was massive and quite literally shitty.
You didn't help, pal.
You didn't touch it.
I feel like I did more work than you did.
You did less than fuck all towards that snowball as well.
I
Behave.
did none.
Right.
It literally had rings in it like a tree. You could tell
Well, it would
how
have been
many...
a snowball if I hadn't tried to sit on it and somebody kicked it from underneath me.
Yeah, and it was packed full of Halloween needles.
That's my favourite thing.
It was a nature ball.
It actually was. And that was immediately after filming last week.
Dog piss, dog shit, leaves, trees, kids,
My piss.
Yeah, the
Oh, wait.
small child that was playing in the play park,
allegedly babies.
who were also maybe playing in the play park.
And then I got arrested on the way home,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
The thing when it comes to snow that always really upsets me is the fact that it never snows on Christmas Day.
I remember it snowing on Christmas once.
Do you remember probably about 2003 when it snowed, or 2004, 5 when it. You'll know it. Shut up and let me finish.
They're not
When it snowed in
17.
August, about mine and your birthdays, Cole.
No, I don't remember that.
In August?
Yeah.
I don't
I
remember
remember that. 'Cause you went camping and you made
No,
old Mount Cider ice cream.
I'm not talking about them.
What, when they were like 4?
Yeah, let me Google it.
Oh.
quickly. Let me get some
Maybe
facts.
No.
I remember my dad telling me about something like that happened in like the 70s or something.
Well,
But I don't remember it being that recent, she
when
says.
when we were
20 years
younger, it
later.
used to snow properly. I remember once it snowed over really bad and it was so icy. And we went down to, it was like a little lake that's near us. And the whole
Guys,
thing
I'm
was
just going to
completely-
say, if I disappear, the cat is staring me down.
So there was a lake nearby us, and it had completely and utterly frozen over, and the ice was like, honestly, it was like that thick. And
Oh.
we were like, I think that's safe. I think it's safe. So we all ended up on the ice and doing some form of dodgy B-Tech chavvy skiing on the ice, which was really, really good until 2 of us fell in.
Oh.
And we also got photographed while we were on the lake and printed on the local newspaper that goes around.
Please tell me you have a clipping of that.
We don't.
I can probably find it.
Oh my god, I'm going to have to do some digging if Kieran can't.
But yeah, we got a load of photos taken.
Won't it be on the page somewhere?
No, it's newspaper.
It was years back, and it was like dangerous behaviour over on the local pool. And it was like kids misbehaving and jumping around and stuff. It was jokes.
Oh.
You could have died, but you know.
People were not happy. People were not happy at all.
Oh, well.
I have a very vivid memory of my brother slipping on a large piece of ice in a massive field. He literally bent back like a banana. I do not know how that kid kept semi-upright. It was impressive.
Well,
I went to the cemetery one and tried to carry some wreaths. And as I got out of the car and grabbed both the wreaths, I had one in each hand. and I stepped on this bit of ice, and I just went, woof, and the reef just went up in the air, and it floated, like, it flipped over, and the sharp bit just stabbed me straight in the chest. My mum was sat there absolutely howling whilst I was lying on the floor with a holly reef on me.
In pain.
The more I think about it, Chloe, the more I feel like you'd be a very good fit for Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, pretty much.
At the same time that all that icing over, it was honestly like the snow was proper thick, and we were walking through a field to get to this lake, and there was this massive snowman.
I found it.
With a huge. So this guy had done this snowman with a massive motorbike that he'd like built out of snow. It was amazing. The detail was insane, and it must have stood about 15 foot tall. It was huge. It was amazing. It took the guy from 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. It took him ages and ages. So we got there, saw it, like, "Oh, that's amazing." The guy was like, "Yeah, like, you know, it took me a few hours." And we're like, "Yeah, it's really cool." Took a couple of photos with it, and like, we're all buzzing. And he went on about his day, and we stayed. And then we may
Smash the fuck out of it.
may or may not have accidentally put all of our feet through it. And it
You
took,
are
Be on it.
Hasbro kids.
it took so long to destroy.
And so quickly.
The most beautiful thing I've seen made out of snow where I lived was penises. That is it. That is the level of artistic talent. Dicks.
To be fair,
Leicestershire.
Woo!
My dad built an igloo once, and it took him ages, and it was glorious. Don't you cite my igloo story, Kieran? Don't you dare.
He's only jealous. He wants an igloo.
But this was amazing. He'd done cup holders in it to keep his beers all nice and cold.
That's so good.
He did like a little segment to put his phone in so he could sit down and watch something, made little stools.
And then Cole woke up.
No. And then my dad woke me up to celebrate these amazing achievements he'd made at 6 a.m.
Wow.
He finished night shifts, and as soon as he come back, it literally like 6 in the morning, he was like, "It's time to build."
When was that?
I don't know, like 8 years ago, 9 years ago.
Why
Did you
are those
remember when it
fathers'
ran-
children?
Did anyone remember when it like snowed super deep in like March? It would have been like 2018. I was like working like evenings at a warehouse, and I finished, and the snow was literally like up to my shins.
Yes.
It was like ridiculous. It's
Do you
so
remember that,
good.
Chloe?
though.
Because about that time, me and Chloe were on a bus, and he kicked us off. And we were down like a road where no one goes, pretty much. Obviously, it was snowing, and it was like nothing, and it's like waist height snow. I'll show you guys a picture when I see
Oh
him.
wow!
Yeah, and then I remember Nana said, "Can you pick us up?" She went, "For fuck's sake, fine."
As if that was me, I'd be like, no.
Well,
I
listen,
think we'd walked a good 35 minutes before she even agreed to.
You're
Yeah,
waterproof. You'll be all right.
you
I was
walking
wearing
fucking
heels.
waist high snow, you dipshit.
It made me come up to like my ankle.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
Or the time we were going camping in the snow. Which
Yeah.
I will forever cherish the memories of that. We'd all decided, so it was fucking cold, and we all decided quite early on that we were all knackered. So we decided to climb in the tents, and we all fell straight asleep and woke up, I don't know, maybe 3 hours later with the gentlest little pity pats on the tent. We were like, "What's that? Is it raining?" And we lifted up, opened the door. And as soon as we did, snow just went, it just bodied us. And
Why
we
were you so happy about rain?
Well, I don't even know because we're stupid.
That meant that Cole could go home.
And opened the door. Obviously, it bodied us, and we were like, "What the fuck?" So I turned around to Kieran. I was like, "Kieran, wake up!" And he was like, "What's up?" And
I was like there. Yeah. Oh, what's up?
And I literally just went, "Look," and he just looked, and the whole, because we were camping by fishing lakes, and everything was just frozen and snow, and it was fucking deep, and it was
So-
all coming down.
First thing we did, grab a few cold ones.
Cracked
And
up
made
a few
snow
of those,
cones.
The cold ones. We
That's
were
so
just
great.
picking up snowballs, pouring old Mount Cider, Mountain Dew, Oasis in the snow, and then just scanning them.
That's so grim.
Then we found the cart, the little what's the things that you pull along? Yeah, a little cart.
Oh, yeah.
Found one of them. We snowballed the local pub, and he went, "You're brown bread."
Oh, yeah.
Was
And
he
it's
a
funny, it was like
cockney?
2:30 in the morning, and we were just yeeting snowballs at the window. A place I think I was working at
Terrible.
the time as well. I'm sure I was working there at the time. But yeah,
Oh dear.
it was funny. Then we were making massive snowballs and rolling them down this huge hill.
We tried to block off our college gates with big snowballs.
Yes, we took all these massive snowballs that were like our sized all the way up to the college, smacked them up the gates, got as much snow as we could, ramming them in the lock to try and freeze the lock over. And it didn't work.
You guys have managed to make it to this age without being heroin dealers is actually beyond me.
It's not dodgy, it's just slimer.
You are so rough.
What you're saying is we had a good childhood and you had a shit one.
Yeah.
No, my family. What's a nice way of saying didn't raise a criminal?
You had a shit, boring childhood.
I actually had horses in the countryside.
I didn't need to be a criminal because I lived in a place where criminals were.
That's fair. That's fair.
Today we learned that George is a Tory.
Oh, never. But my family are raging Tory.
Oh no.
That's why I live by myself.
Yeah, you can leave. You can leave the Discord now, pal. Go on, off you fuck.
Kieran, do you remember the time when we went sledging at Bradgate Park?
Yeah, and I jumped over you.
So we was it a table that we made?
It was a road sign, allegedly.
Allegedly a road sign. No, there was an alleged table there that we stole.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
yeah, from the calf round the corner, allegedly.
Just a hypothetical table. If you were to have stolen it,
And we took
you
it all
would
the
have
way up
gone
to
down
the
it.
Braggy Hills, and one of our mates who was a snowboarder, he took his snowboard with him, and we were at the top. We were like, "This is sick," and we climbed everyone.
Grabbed on the fucking legs.
But the only problem is we didn't check the hill on the way down, and there was quite a few little ramp jumpy bits that just led to just rocks. So we're going down it screaming, and we go up this little ramp bit, and you just hear, and all you heard was Kieran just go, and everyone had landed on top of Kieran, who had landed on top of a very pointy rock.
And then he saved your life.
No, that was a different one.
Oh.
I need to get the phone charger.
I've saved your life many times.
Lap. Anyway, I forgot where we were.
You're going to tell us a delightful story.
Oh yes, right. So, talking about when Lee was saying Kieran saved my life. We used to go down into this quarry. We used to go constantly, like every day in the summer. It was amazing. We even found a few extra quarries as well later on down the line. But the only issue with the quarry was we weren't fully quite technically allowed there.
Allegedly.
Allegedly it took bribing the security guard a few fags.
Yes.
That's a bargain.
Well, we used to go every day, and then they decided to put a security guard by the post to stop people from going down
Like you.
for swimming for hours. And we went there, and there was this guy, and he's like, "I can't let you in. I'm really sorry. I hope you can understand." And we were like, "Well, you can. You could let us in." I was like, "No, I can't. And one of our good friends at the time was like, "What if I give you a few cigarettes? Would that help? Notice you smoke?" And he was like, No, I can't do that." And he was like, "What if I give you the remainder of my 20 deck?"
Beating the deal, sir?
And the guy was like, No, I can't. And our mate just put the fags in his hand and just went, It's fine. And the guy was like, "You can have a look down there. You no more than 20 minutes, right, and come back." We're like, "Yeah, fine. We're there 3 hours." We didn't actually see the guy on the way out either. He just wasn't there. But anyway, we were told.
Yeah, probably been sacked.
We were told we weren't allowed down there numerous times by parents, local authorities, a few, and so we had to get quite creative on how we'd go down there. So we'd found a little off trail, and it was like a big steel rope. So you basically had to abseil the way down there, and it was me, one of our friends, Dan, and Kieran had gone down there just to have a little swimmy swim, and it was going fine. We were having a nice time. We were always safe. Like I just want to genuinely put that just that worry in everyone's mind. Like we weren't actually being really ill behaved. Like we were going down there just to have a swim, have a laugh, and go home. Like we weren't ever messing about. And after about, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours, all we heard just from a nearby distant hill was, "Hey, get down from there! You're not allowed in there!" And I was like, la 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 la, swimming, and sort of turned around to our peripheral vision and see Kieran and Danny legging it, swimming as fast as they could to the shore. And I turned around like, "What are you guys doing?" They're like, "We've got to go, we've got to go." So we got out, dried ourselves down as quick as possible, whacked our clothes on, and just started legging it. And we were legging it because there was only one way up, one way down. And we were legging it up there, and we just saw these guys running down in high vises, orange high vises and green high vises, and we were like, "Well, shit." And I turned around in like a fleeting panic to Danny, and I was like, what are we supposed to do? And he was like, just go there. So we jumped down this little cliff bit, just absolutely sent it, because it was either that or get caught. And we were basically just on this cliff. It was like trees, but they were horizontal. So we were basically just hanging from these trees for the better part of an hour, just waiting for these guys to leave. And we saw them walk back up. We were like, "Okay, I think it's safe now." And we got back up, managed to get up to the top of the hill, and we were like, "We're obviously not going to go through the main entrance because that would just be stupid." And we were climbing up the cliff that we had to abseil down. And Danny got straight up to the top, no issues. Kieran gets straight up to the top, no issues.
Man's like a monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carl gets up to the top.
Slight issue.
A little bit of an issue. One of my feet do not want to cooperate with landing on the floor and decides, nah. So Cole tips straight back, and as I'd done that, let out almost like a squeak scream, and Kieran turned around and just saw me go, "Wee!" and fall straight off this. And to this day, the most blessed falling of my fucking life, because I was on a scratch on there. My leg fell straight in between three massive rocks, wrapped up to fucking these rose bushes, and not a single scratch on me. No blood, nothing. But obviously I'd landed on my back on this rock thinking, I've died, and this is it for me. And I just sort of opened my eyes to hear Kieran going, "I'm coming, buddy!" And I just look up to see Kieran jumping off from the top of this cliff, land straight on the rock, as if nothing has just happened. As if this was just and I know people that are watching this are probably sat there thinking, it was probably I don't know, 4 or 5 foot tall wall. Nah. How tall would you say it was, Kieran?
Taller than my fishing rod, that's 12 foot.
So it was a pretty decent.
Don't say 13, 14 feet.
It was a pretty decent sized fall that absolutely tickled. But yeah, so Kieran pulls me out of these rocks, and we climb up, and I'm able to not fall like a toddler. And we managed to shimmy our way out, home free, absolutely buzzing that we just completely got away with that, and thought we can't go there for a while, just in case, let the heat settle, sort of thing. And said goodbye to Danny. Kieran's walking me back to my house, having a chat with him, having a laugh with him, blah, 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 and get to the top of my street, and my phone just starts going, bring, 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 bring. Oh, who could this be? Hi, Mother, how are you? My mother was not happy with me. And to this day, I remember all the words she said was, "Get back home, you are grounded for a week." There's me thinking, why? What could I have possibly done to encourage this behaviour from my mother? What could I have done? And then I get a phone call from the news agents, which I was a paper boy at the time. And so when we did paper rounds, they'd give you a list of the addresses and what they'd want newspaper wise, and it would have the shop's details and phone number on there, and it would have the Paperboy's name on there as well. And it turned out, in my absolute wisdom of a day, that whilst I was scrambling to get my clothes out of off the floor and get out of the quarry, my paper bag in which I kept my clothes and my swimming trunks and everything in, my little bit of paper had fell out that bag that had any and everything that they needed to find out exactly who was down there. So I come home,
You mug.
which wouldn't have been so bad had it not been for my mother and father telling me roughly 38 times to not go down to that quarry anymore, and roughly 38 times had never listened to them once. So
Wow.
was grounded and was in trouble.
I just have this picture of the three of you coming out of this water and kind of shaking yourselves off like dogs and just bolting.
Let me tell you something about this water. I drank that every time we went in there. The fucking penniest water I've tried.
That explains so much.
You know how like three-eyed fish are a thing?
It was so clean. It was so clean. We didn't ever see any fish, but what we did find... okay. So we were swimming there once, and just these little... I have no idea what they were to this day. They look like ducks, like these little baby ducklings. Come over like... Blub, 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 coming over to us, and we were like... Oh, little baby duckies! And we found a nest with a couple of eggs in there as well. I'd just like to, before this story continues, I'd just like to very quickly say that we were very young and we didn't know better. We decided to take the nest with the eggs and the babies home.
Why?
Hang on, it gets worse. We divvied up the babies so everyone could have a baby. And we took them home, and then I took home an egg and a baby bird thing, and thought, I probably shouldn't have these. So I said to my mum and dad, I went, now what to do with these? What am I going to do with these? Well, in the background of this happening as well, our friends Melissa and Reese, who had their 2 or 3 babies, had decided to take them to the lake that was frozen over previously, that obviously wasn't frozen throughout this, and decided to release them into the wild, which would have been fine had they not been fragile little babies that anything could prey on them, and also they were without their nest, which again, I know that now, but at the time I thought I was doing a service. So we called the RSPCA and the local vets to find out what they would do. And if I remember rightly, I think my dad took them away from me and just took them to the vets, and that was me exempt of blame.
You're a fool.
We were trying
And
to
I bet
do something
Kieran
nice.
didn't even make it home.
I don't think it probably didn't, no.
Wouldn't surprise me if that man ate it.
I was going to say that.
Well, my dad only took them to the vets, but I have a sneaking suspicion that they didn't.
You had them for dinner.
They didn't. Because I removed them from their nest.
Oh, putty babies.
You are so horrible.
I was trying to help. Like I was.
How old were you?
28. How old would he? Would have been about 14.
13.
Yeah.
So definitely old enough to know better.
Oh, shut
Yeah.
up, cunt.
Or you drinking that water did actually make
No,
stop messing up here.
Shut up. Give it a rest.
Aaliyah will back me up.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't our brightest idea. Or the time we built a raft.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, we built a raft to go.
Didn't we shove Josh out in that and it sank?
No. So we built the raft to go over the lake.
Well, you didn't even go on it because you were and still are to this day a fucking pussy who likes to encourage people to do stuff you would never consider to do.
I feel like he's nailed it on the head there.
Thank you.
I like to push people to do things that I wouldn't do because it's funny. But equally, the reason I wouldn't go on this raft...
You couldn't even do the Ninja Warrior wall.
That reminded me of that.
Look at this raft and thought, there's not much point going on that unless I want to sink.
It didn't fucking sink. We had that for weeks.
Are you forgetting the raft I'm talking about? The one where your brother had his cast on his wrist and it capsized and he was going down on it going, help, help, get in the cask closer and closer to water, and then you turn around and went, "I'm coming!" Started running towards him.
I saved him. Look, I've saved you.
Got bollock naked, running to him. And
I get my fresh garms dirty.
By the time you got to him, his entire wrist was submerged.
Right, but no, that's not the point. Every time in the past we've done something slightly retarded and dangerous, I have always saved you or Reese or whoever the fuck was there. Always me saving you. Like the time at the bridge where we used to smoke cigarettes and nothing else. You ran up it, ran back down, and I had to pull you away about this far from a fucking bus hitting you. Oh, do you remember that, pal?
I do. I did it until just now.
You cunt. It's always me saving you.
Yeah. I've morally saved you thousands of times.
Yeah, true.
A lot of
Is there
times.
any saving that morally?
If I
Fucking
just-
look at yourself, mate.
If I've just claimed that I saved him morally, don't ask me any more questions. I did.
That's because he's gonna lie to you.
To be fair, after you two became best friends, I did notice that not so many prostitutes were going missing. So it adds up.
That's because
Allegedly.
instead of like us both hunting one each or so per night, we're teaming up. So instead of two going missing, only one went missing.
Yeah, and we'll tag team.
Sure.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Come on, Cole, put your hands together, pal. Let's practice.
Yeah, definitely. I went to cut that.
That's what that was allegedly, by the way.
Allegedly,
Nothing.
allegedly.
Yeah, you can't prove shit.
God damn.
Legally, you can't prove nothing. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty crazy. Superpowers. Superpowers. If you could have any superpower that you wanted, what would you have and why?
Time
Telekinesis.
travel.
Oh
To your mum.
Oh my
All
God.
everyone at once.
Let's-
I have the talking vape.
Right. Okay. Go on, Kieran.
Telekinesis.
Okay. Why?
Because I could do whatever the fuck I wanted.
It's the one where you like move things with your brain, right?
You can do anything with your brain.
I thought kinetics was movement.
No, so you move objects. I'm pretty sure you can like change people's thoughts.
You can use molecules.
Yeah, you can move molecules and stuff. You can do fucking anything.
That'd be so great for cooking because you could just think it warm.
Ah, I didn't think of that.
Always comes back to the food.
Oh, if you had telekinesis, do you reckon you'd have to go for a shit again, or could you just imagine it? Because I could just like my poop, Cole's mouth.
I feel like it'd have to come out, though.
Your arse.
Yes, but I could divide them into very small molecules where I wouldn't feel it.
So you
I mean-
break your shit up and feed it to people.
Yes.
So,
No, not people. You.
So
you.
in a universe where you've been granted any superpower you want telekinesis, so you can feed me your shit.
That's the
People that
start.
are machine
That's the start. And obviously, I'd do some good for
But
the
fact
world.
that it's on the itinerary at all.
And the fact that it was the first thing you said rather than doing anything good for the world.
Well done. I'm microdosing you meat.
Oh,
I'm gonna microdose
I want it.
gluten.
no, I don't want it.
Okay, Ellie, what superpower would you have and why?
Oh.
The ability to eat gluten. No. I'm torn between reading minds or being invisible.
Aren't you already invisible?
No, I'm a ghost. There's a difference.
No, you're
It's
not.
translucent. It's different.
But if you could, you're on about just reading people's minds or controlling as well.
I like to know what people are thinking.
No, that wasn't the question, mate. Was it just mind reading, or is it the ability to read minds and alter what they think?
I won't want to alter them.
Well, because you could do two birds, one stone. You could
Yeah, but-
alter everyone in the world to think you're invisible.
So
Oh
you-
my god, you're a genius who wants to feed people poop.
Thank you.
The
Not only
Scat
that,
Man.
but when someone says no to you, you can just be like, yes.
Kieran's super name would be Scat Man. Right, so
Good
Lee,
down.
you want to read people's minds but not change their minds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sucker. Only got half the ability.
Then I know who to punch whenever they think something mean.
We'll stay away from you.
Yeah,
No,
Kieran's
sir.
gonna be black and blue.
We could work together if you want, Leah.
As long as you keep me away from your feces, everything's going to be
Who
okay.
doesn't want to eat my shit?
That's the target.
God
George, what
damn.
superpower would you have?
Probably something where I can profit from it. As in,
Of course. Gold digger.
what? That would be gold digging. I don't know. Maybe like time travel.
Yeah.
I could go back to, I don't know, like
Do you want to
2000
not use mine?
and say, oh, I bet you the Twin Towers are not going to be there for too much longer. And people are going, nah, what are you talking about? And
Why?
then I'll be like, go on then, put some money down.
Right.
Why Twin Towers? You could have chose, I don't know, Bitcoin, Tesla, Apple,
No, wait,
but you
Kieran.
chose
Lottery.
Twin Towers.
9/11.
You're all missing
Lotterer.
another picture here. You're all missing. So we've got Captain Scat. we've got the mind bender herself, Aaliyah, who can find out who really doesn't want to eat shit. And then we've got George, who's monitoring the one history crisis with a superpower.
If I can't monetize the tragedy, what else? What's the point?
I just want to go back to the monetization thing. I feel like you could do that with all of them we've said so far.
Yeah, there you go. Profitable.
We could run the world.
People
Yeah.
eat poop sometimes.
Who run the world? Scat.
That's
Scat! Who run the world? Scat.
demonetized.
And Chloe, what would you have?
Well, some bitch has already stole mine.
Aaliyah's literally right there.
I'm gonna like you. You gold digger.
That doesn't mean gold digger.
You want to go back and profit off of something that probably killed millions of people?
No, thousands.
Okay, I think you're overestimating that, Chloe.
Not the Holocaust. I bet you it's going to be pretty bad.
I bet you his gas bill. Woo!
I bet you it's a bad time to be a Jew. Oh, you
I bet you want to change religion. Go on, lad. Put some cash down.
If I were you, don't ask me why. If I were you, I'd probably think about Christianity.
And probably, I'd probably move out of Germany and the surrounding areas.
It's for the best you don't visit Poland.
That's fair.
If anyone says, "Do you want a shower?" you don't.
It's best.
You're a bath man.
It's best for you to just not bother for the next.
And if they offer you some nice pajamas because yours looking a bit worn down, you don't need them.
Especially if the white and blue striped ones, don't take them.
No, they're the
Would
bad
wear
kind.
those. I feel like they could be a look, you know.
Do you want me to buy some?
There is. Bananas. What is it? Bananas in pajamas. They'll
Pajamas and bananas. Get fed.
Yeah, I think mine would be time travel.
Oh, come in. What are you saying, Claire?
I think mine would be time travel.
Pick something else, mate. You're boring.
You can
Yeah, but
literally-
I'm going back for a different reason.
Go
Yeah,
on,
but
then.
we can work together.
Right, okay. So, what are the superpowers are there then?
You could be invincible. You
You
can
can
control.
Can I not just be
water.
myself, the Incredible Hulk?
That's,
Sulk.
the Incredible Sulk, yeah.
No,
I thought autism was your superpower.
that's Charlie.
Oh, that reminds me, by the way, for people who are watching this at home, Danielle isn't here today.
So no one.
Because she's at work, and Charlie's not here today because although he was going to film the podcast tonight, he completely forgot about his brother's birthday.
Which is probably made up, allegedly.
He doesn't even have a brother.
I feel like at this point Charlie's going to be one of those long running jokes where they just never.
Yeah, we're like, I swear he exists, but he's never here.
He's not real. He doesn't exist.
On our final sign out podcast, at the last 5 minutes, he'll come in to talk about scat. And then,
I don't know. I kind of think I would be invincible,
Okay.
like invisible.
What?
Invisibility
Two
is what she's
different
chosen.
things.
I mean invisible.
Yeah, she's chosen invisibility.
Why?
Because then I could come into all of your houses or anybody's house
And wake you
Right,
all
she's
up.
gonna poo on us.
and I'd stand there and listen to whatever they were saying about me. And when I got pissed off with something that said, I'd make it seem like there was a ghost in their house.
What's Chloe's nickname now? Uncle
Uncle Gubsy.
Uncle Cubsy.
That ain't me.
It is now if you want to wank people off when you're invisible.
I didn't say wank people off, though, did I? That was you lot, you know, dirty, filthy now.
So Chloe's plan, again, to go back to what we were saying earlier. So we've got Captain Scat,
Woo!
the Mindbender Aaliyah, the 9/11 Crisis Nanny, and then we've got the Invisible Masturbator. He's going to sneak into people's houses, wank them off like a spooky ghost, and then, and then she's going to be like, "Why were you slagging me off? I've been at your house for 48 hours waiting for you to say something bad about me, and you did."
And then
I've
you'll be
been
there
in your
like,
house
you'll be
touching
like,
your
that's why my
penis.
cock looks like a pepper army.
To be fair, I don't think you'd be able to do that, Chloe, because the minute someone says something, like, imagine, right, when we think of ghosts, we're thinking like Victorian child in a well. We're not thinking like Leicester accent. Chile.
Oh,
Where the fuck do you think I'm from?
That Chloe pissed me off today. Actually, okay.
Actually,
Captain Scat.
No, excuse me. It's but the white ones are lovely.
I don't want to eat your poo.
I was just talking about bikinis and nothing else.
I'd love to know how you're going to top this, Cole.
mass genocide.
With shit in mouths, wank people off, know what they're thinking, and do 9/11 stuff, and
Allegedly.
Drawing stoppers.
Well, I was originally going to give a serious answer, but I feel like I'm trapped in a box here and I can't.
Big enough
Well,
fucking
that's a
box.
serious answer.
Yeah.
mine was serious.
All right,
I think I'd like
Don't touch my wave, bitch.
either teleportation or
Pretty
super
cool.
speed.
Oh, God.
How fast is he going to run?
You need
to me?
super speed.
But
You'd
wait,
have
no,
to
wait,
be-
wait,
The size of you. The size of you, and you think you're getting super speed, sweetheart. Have a day off.
Even if you had that, you still wouldn't beat me at this 100-meter race we've been saying we'd have for over a year now.
I don't want to talk to you.
Oh, I would race him. I wouldn't race you, Aaliyah, but I'd race him.
Why would you race Aaliyah?
Easy.
She struggles to
Aaliyah
walk.
is like Aaliyah's 90% leg. I'm not fucking racing
I'm
that.
racing.
Look at Aaliyah. She looks like a fragile baby deer that can't work its legs properly yet.
But a fast
She
one.
looks like if she just slicked her hair back, she would be so fucking. What's it called? Like she'd have the.
Dynamic. Oh my God, I'm mohawking.
She'd look like a munter.
No, it should be like Oh my god. You know, like how
from Incredibles.
Deal.
Yeah, definitely.
like how
Draco
swimmers
Malfoy.
and people like shave themselves so that they can be
Make
more.
themselves hair.
So,
Aerodynamic.
so she'd look like a swimmer.
Look,
Oh,
I
yeah.
ain't thick. I've literally said it 3 times, Georgia, and so is Aaliyah. Are you okay?
Cancer patient.
You're not. It's not the right word.
Yes, it
Like,
is. Google
what?
it.
What?
You have to clip
Wanna
that
say
out,
it again,
son.
Chloe?
Google it.
What?
Aerodynamic.
Yeah, should
It's
be
not
more
the word I
aerodynamic.
meant, but it means the same thing.
Super
means-
slick.
Shut up, Georgia.
Are you still fat?
I don't know.
Yeah. I can literally see your tits. Yeah.
Georgia, will you stop perving on my boyfriend?
Actually,
I'm not her boyfriend. I don't know she is.
oh fuck. But am I wrong though? I don't know where he is. But am I wrong
Is
though?
that side?
He's actually
No.
he's down.
Yeah.
And you get a hand job, and you get a hand job. I'm like Oprah.
I could wank you all off.
Except yourself because you can't see your cock.
Wait, Cole, this is how we have to do you.
To be fair, Chloe would know because she's in your house wanking you off every night.
Whilst I'm there feeding you shit.
He's
Your
just
Halloween
rocked up
costume.
with a bowl of shit. And he's dinner time.
Tasty.
And Chloe's just there going.
I'm sat in the corner, paranoid. Everyone's bitching about me.
Going, I'm not sure if he likes it or not. But anyway, I don't know. I'd probably have. I'd actually want telekinesis, and then second up, I'd want time travel. So I'm left with the bottom of the barrel scrapes at the minute. So it'd have to be teleportation.
Super skinny.
Or super speed.
Teleportation would be cool, but I feel like it, fuck you
It'd
up
take
a
a
little
lot to
bit.
teleport you.
To be
Is
fair,
it
at least if
instant?
you want a
Okay,
good plan,
Kieran, I get it.
teleport somewhere else.
Do you though, pal? Do you really get it?
Super speed would be wicked.
Yeah, but where are you going to use that? We literally live in a town. There's houses everywhere.
Well, he could run to you and slap you in the face. You won't know who the fuck's done it.
Yeah, but I feel like
He
teleporting
rides
is
to
better.
work.
Super when you
He also can't run into the guys.
Oh, yeah. It means he can crawl out of bed at like 1 minute before his shift and work.
Get there.
Think
That's
how
what I
many
do
wanks you could have
currently.
in a
I am
day.
living your dream.
Done. Done.
You get cock wrath.
It'd fall off.
Nah.
It would be so sore.
Shake it off. You'd be like, I don't know,
be
industrial
Fritz
amounts of
Lindbergh.
lube.
Yeah, but Cole
Mhm.
couldn't be the one to have. What's the speed one? What's that one?
Super speed.
Fast things.
Cole couldn't have super speed because he'd just end up chafing and cry like he did in Amsterdam.
Yeah, think of the chafe, bro.
Talcum powder everywhere, my dude.
Yeah, but
landed it.
you won't
Always get
see Cole, you'll
cycle
see a
shorts.
trail of talking powder like wind.
I think in that case I'd probably have super strength, but I'd be a menace.
You're a menace
You
anyway.
No,
I
but
would
do
say-
things that are really inconvenient. Like
I would control your super strength to my advantage.
I'd go around like crimping people's car doors.
But I could do that
Aw,
with
you
my
asshole.
mind. You'd crimp them, I'd uncrimp them for a fee.
Shit in the mouth.
So what we've said is we're all going to use it for evil,
We're villains.
and Cole has the opportunity to, I don't know, this poor school bus full of children. They're stuck in the road because there's a fucking tree there, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck them up. I'm gonna crush them
I'm going to crush the bus.
Crimp.
like a fucking accordion.
Pop them like bags of crisps. You're dead.
I'd love,
You're
I'd
dead.
love Spider-Man's superpowers. That'd be lit.
What?
To be able
Come
to
out of your
wear-
wrist?
Catsuit.
Excuse me, they don't do webs big enough for you. You need like Quinto chain size type of thing.
Quinto's a crane company for reference.
Okay,
Oh.
thank you.
Everyone-
Georgia, everything goes to you, mate.
Kieran,
Right,
for you,
lights
need
are on.
fucking Dana
Nothing
rods.
zone.
Nothing zone.
Yeah,
Not
no
even the
one.
ghost Chloe.
Kieran's going to take you to
You're
Bella
fat.
Italia.
What was that, Leah?
I'm going
I
to
said
take you
nothing's
where?
home. Not even the
Italia.
ghost Chloe.
Oh, no, I don't want to
The
go
ghost
there.
Chloe's
Shit.
everywhere.
Somebody touch my spaghetti! So anyway... this is a
Moving
good-
swiftly on.
This is a good time to segue into my next topic. Strangest dreams.
Want me to go first?
Oh, wait.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, we've got to do it spookily.
Alright, okay. I'm not going to do it spookily. I'm just going to tell you how
We
it
need
is.
to do it in time, like at the same time.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
We're just
5,
slightly blowing up
4,
your...
3, 2, 1.
All right, Chloe,
Squeaky bench.
Killjoy.
Oh, yeah.
Red! You ruined it!
Who
Right,
did?
so we just moved into our new flat. Here's me thinking it's going to be all great, and I'm really excited to be in our new flat. The first night here, I tried to go to sleep,
She
and I had
couldn't.
this. I didn't.
Daddy bet.
I had this horrible dream. Well, I did go to sleep because I had a dream, and there was some homeless people sleeping in my hallway outside my flat.
That was me.
I think we're just going to leave it there.
There
That's
was
a true
banging
horror
on
of
the door,
society.
shouting, "Let me in! Let me in!" And
Wait,
I
sorry,
went
was
to
this
the
a dream?
door. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I went to the door and I opened it, and the orders come fucking running into my flat, and I'm sat there screaming at the top of my lungs, and Kieran's just there in bed like,
Chilling.
and I'm like, oh, there's fucking people in my house that don't know I'm there. And he ain't even bothered in the slightest.
And then
I'm
Kieran
sitting
fed
there
him
absolutely
shit.
crying.
And I went, enjoy my poo.
I had that same dream for 2 weeks straight of living here.
I think it might be
Oh.
just really classist and don't like homeless people. Who's the real Tory?
Mm.
Oh, how the turns have tabled.
Oh, it's not about how they were homeless. It's about how they were knocking on my fucking door.
I just need to
They
quickly
weren't
plug-
welcome.
I need to plug our advert. The Dysfunctional Podcast sponsored by Water.
Big
Oh,
up
yes,
Seven
my favourite
Trent.
thing in it.
Use code The Dysfunctional Podcast for 10% off of all your water.
All your fluid requirements. We can pay for your bath.
I'm drinking Cherryade, so go get yourself some Cherryade.
And now
It's
time
not
for
Cherry Age, it's Berry Crush.
The
It's very good.
Dysfunctional Podcast in no way, shape, or form is sponsored. If you do use code Dysfunctional Podcast and it does work, that's just a happy convenience. Terms and conditions may apply.
Oh,
Anyway,
forget
Georgia, what about your strangest dreams of recent?
I don't think I've had that many recently. I've had sad dreams recently.
Oh.
Pray do tell.
So not that great. But I mean, strangest. Oh, right. So there's, just for context, I have a haunted. It is absolutely haunted. Doll's head. It's a 1920s pedigree doll head, and Aaliyah will be acquiring it soon.
Is it a pedigree
and-
dog?
No,
Pedigree's
it's a
that-
really
like-
old brand of like these dolls.
Oh.
It's like a baby.
It's also a brand of dog food.
Yeah.
And it's also how you like this dog's pedigree. It's purebred.
Yes.
It's bred well. It's
Good
toast.
bread. That's exactly what I was going to say. Snap. Anyway, so I had this fucking doll head, and I just had it in my room. And every time it was in my room, and I was just going to sleep, because this is at my dad's, so I don't stay there very often.
We don't talk about
But
him.
every fucking time, without fail, I would have like the worst nightmare, and it wasn't really that bad. So everything in my room is as it like normally is, and like the lights are off. It's nighttime, whatever, and like it's like the dream where you're falling, okay, but like I was like falling out of bed, as in like rolled off my bed, and I'm being like lowered to the floor like that, like, and there's no one around, but I also have really bad sleep paralysis. So I would be like trying to scream, nothing would come out. And then when I did wake up out of the pure, like, what the fuck? I was like immediately paralyzed, couldn't fucking scream. And so I'd be like trying. And everyone that stayed in that room, because now it's just like a guest room, whilst that has been in there, they've been like, Georgia, I can't go to sleep. Like, can you please just remove it? Like every person. And these are people who don't know each other. Like my best friend, like since I was like 4, she's tried and she was like, I can't do this. You need to get it out of the room so I can go to sleep. Or like one of my friends I met at college, he was like 24 and he was like, I can't, you need to remove it. Like it's freaking me out and it keeps looking at me. I'm like, dude, grow up. By the way, for context, that same guy was a fucking heroin addict. He ain't scared. He's not scared of needles or heroin, but he's scared of a fucking doll. So pretty fucking
Scumbag.
spooky. Nothing wrong with it. He's a lovely man. Anyway, creepy, right? And Aaliyah, you've got all that to look forward to.
I'm gonna get all the ghosty shit out.
Why are you giving your head to Aaliyah?
Because she likes stuff like that. I thought she'd like it.
Oh dear.
I like the scary things.
Aaliyah needs less encouraging.
No.
Just as a person.
No.
Yeah. We just need to cripple her a little bit. You need
Well,
creepy.
it's either Aaliyah or I give it to the you know, the paranormal research centre in town.
No, you gotta give
Absolutely
Yeah.
not. They'll charge 120 quid to see it.
You gotta give it to her. Oh my god! So when we get obviously super famous, which is absolutely in the cards for us all, we could do a vlog where we visit that place.
I love
Yeah.
that place.
That'd be sick. I Love that place.
I saw myself turn into an old man there. It was very strange.
Kieran, Chloe, have you guys been to that place?
No.
What?
Oh, you've got it. It is the place in the alleyway, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You always say it charges, but we got in there for free.
We didn't. We had afternoon tea as well, though.
We'll have to have a look. We'll have to see.
Aaliyah, I used to live next door to it, and I had a paranormal experience living next door to it. Exciting. Plug.
Would you like to give more context?
Well, you're gonna think it's bullshit. I told you about this. I'm pretty
Bullshit.
sure.
Bullshit.
But so
Bollocks.
I had a little flat. It
Fake
was at the end of an alleyway, and there was nothing else around. It was like kind of like not even a cul-de-sac. It's really difficult to compare it to anything. But it was like completely boxed in. It didn't connect to like the road or anything. It was just like an alleyway to the back of a pub, and it was like really out the way. No one knew that there was like 3 flats there, and even then, not really flats, more like
Studio
bungalows.
flats.
Nah, like bungalows.
More like the
So like
project.
I didn't share any walls with anyone. I had like my own house. It was just 1 story. So anyway, there's loads of like motion activated lights all around in the courtyard. So there's like 3 flats around this courtyard, and then just like a massive wall. And all the lights were really sensitive, and I only know that because I used to if I was having my friends over, I would sneak off ahead and try and hide from them because it's my favorite thing to jump out at people. So anyway, me and my like childhood best friend were like, this is like 2020, so it was like COVID time, so the pubs all closed early, and I was like, fuck this, fuck this, let's go get the like last orders, and then we'll just come back to mine and drink. It's all good. We're getting ready. We're talking quite quietly. All of my neighbours are out. They all work like night shifts. So it's just me and her. None of the lights have gone off. Like there is no one else around. It's we had our window open, and again, this is on the ground floor, and there is a fuck all, not even a street light outside. Okay, so we've got music playing really quietly. The window's open a little bit, but it's fucking pitch dark. Like we're just chatting really quietly because we were spilling some tea, and I hear, let me find some glass. Right, I don't know if it'll pick up. Like, did you hear that?
No.
Okay, so we hear like 3 knocks.
Right there.
Yeah, and it is like you can hear, like we were on one side of this like a double bedroom. Okay, so we're on one side of it, and we can hear it from the other side of the room, like at the window, and we both looked at each other like, what the fuck?
Right.
Because I was fully like, immediately I was like, oh my god, I'm in trouble because you know, we're being too loud. Like maybe one of my neighbours was asleep for some reason, like we're pissing them off. And then we both kind of like come to the realization, like this is in a like matter of seconds. We're both like, wait a minute, no, it can't be that, because there is no one fucking home. There are no cars here, and all the lights are off. There is no one here, and none of the lights have gone off. So immediately I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna die. We're gonna fucking die. So I dash up the door. My front door opens outwards. So there was a stranger. They are absolutely getting in that house. Never ran so quickly in my life. Locked the door, and we were like, what the fuck has happened? Like, what has actually happened? And then we're like putting it together because there's been like a few instances in that flat where like an ex-boyfriend was asleep on the sofa, and I wasn't even in town at this point, and someone's like grabbed his arm, and he's woken up thinking it was me coming home, and I was like, no honey, like I've literally just got to the train station. Or like times where I've heard footsteps. My attic was empty. My attic just had like my water heater and stuff like that in it. Nothing exciting. I've been up there, and I heard footsteps in my attic, which doesn't connect to any other building. It's just mine. And so we were like, living next door to a fucking paranormal research centre. That's the only thing that would explain it. Surely.
Could have been a crackhead.
Boom!
Not
Hello,
like
cracker.
triggering the light. Super creepy.
At some point, if we get the chance to go, like we really should. It's like I know that Kieran is a proper skeptic when it comes to this kind of stuff, and I think Chloe is as well.
It doesn't really bother me.
No, but like, do you believe in it or not?
Don't really know. So I'll hear things when I'm at home and I'll think, what the fuck was that?
Me.
So, Cole, you've not been in. Have you seen our loft?
No.
So, as you go up in our loft, there's a little hatch that's just open. It's just brick. And we don't know where it leads, but it leads into another form of a loft. Whether that's next door's loft or whether it's our loft, I don't know. Haven't been in to test it out because I'm too scared. And I shit you not, I will hear stuff up there, whether it's birds, whether it's something like that, I don't know. But you fucking hear it, and I shit you not, I sat here the other day, and I heard something up there. There is definitely something up there, because me and Kieran were sat in the lounge 4 or 5 months ago, and the fucking loft hatch just went.
Oh, it did. It flew off.
It just
Oh
flew
my
out.
God.
Oh, I would shit myself.
I shat myself. I've never ran so quick in my life. When I turned around to Kieran and went, "Did you close that?" He went, "Yeah, I've closed it, honestly." Like, I was like, well, what the fuck happened then? Why is it just fell down? I've shat myself now. I don't want to be here on my own anymore.
All the time,
pooped.
you heard footsteps in the flat. Like, proper.
So we'd not long had the laminate put down, and I was almost sure I heard footsteps on the laminate. You know when you can hear them on laminate flooring? I'm pretty sure I've heard footsteps on laminate flooring. Kieran jumped up out of bed, walked into the lounge and goes, "Chloe, there's nothing fucking here." I was like, when I heard it, I heard something there.
I see
There
it
was
with
something
my eyes.
in there.
It's like the flat that we used to live in. It was in like a 1800s house.
Is this the one
and,
above the shop? Not the Chinese
yeah.
one, the other one, the older one.
No, the one above the Chinese.
Oh.
And Tim woke up one night, again similar, thinking that I'd grabbed him. No. We used to have light bulbs literally fall off and smash, which was very fucking weird. And like drawers open and shit. It's like, this isn't good.
Right.
But then Tim, when it touched him again, he said fuck off, and then we never had anything else happen since. So I feel like just being mean to it was what it
Just a
wanted.
little ghost trying it on, like.
I'm gonna do it this time, boys.
Fuck off. All right, fair enough.
All right.
Well,
I
that's
get
gonna be a
it.
tough nut to crack. I'm on my way.
I'm not doing that
fair
one.
Play, sir.
I don't know if it's just me,
Probably.
but you know when you have your coats hanging on a door hook on the back of your door,
Shut up.
and you sat in the dark, can anybody make shapes out of them, or is that just...
Yeah.
So that kind of leads on to what I was going to say about Dream. So, since I was a kid, in the dark, every time I look at a piece of furniture, always, I'll look at a piece of furniture. I'm not sure if I'm awake or asleep.
Oh my God, that's Jabba the Hutt, and he's mo.
It's me.
She starts gnawing on these cushions.
But there will literally be like snakes and spiders going around the bits of furniture, and it's so fucking weird.
You need to get your nut tested.
See, mine's like when a coat's on a hook, I'll make a person out of it, and it'll scare the life out of me. That I think, like, you know where the hood is, that's their head, and the rest of it is their body, and it fucks me off. It creeps me out, and I'm sat there.
I don't help.
Erin comes home and Chloe's speaking to a coat.
I don't help the situation because I'm very light on my feet, so believe it or not. Fuck you, Georgia. I saw that look.
Like you did to me the start when I was at work.
Yes, and I like to hide around the flat and scare the fuck out of Chloe. It's brilliant.
So I was coming out from work the other day. Kieran had parked down the road. It started to rain, so he moved further up to pick me up. I walked out, he was sat there in the pitch black, no lights on, nothing. I got my phone torch out, ready to walk down this bit that he dropped me off at. And then all of a sudden, this fucking car just turns its engine on me. Its lights full beam at me. I was like,
It was brilliant. It's lucky because I wanted a chase. I wanted to get that rush, but she didn't run away. She got fucking come and sat in the car instead.
What was the other one?
Crazy
You shit at
woman.
kidnapping. Ring. Oh, hello.
Oh,
Hi.
I remember the other one now. So my dad used to live on a canal boat.
Pikey. Oh,
Water, Jippo.
you can't say that.
You can't.
You can't.
Because my best friend is a pikey.
Who's that?
Yeah, but it's him.
No, I'm not.
Right, okay. So my dad used to live on a canal boat, and these little benches used to turn into a bed. And I was lying on it perfectly fine, but you know when you get the motion of the water when someone is through it? And I was lying on this bed, and I was looking at the piece of wood, and it's almost as if I could see little things like crawling all over it. And I turned around to my dad, and I went, "Dad, there's something on that."
And he went, "Oh, sorry, it's me jizz."
And then he
And
fucked me.
he wiped it, and there was nothing there. He turned the light on and everything. There was nothing there. As soon as he turned the light off again, it come back. And I shat myself. I was sitting there awake all night thinking there's something going to crawl on me in a minute.
I don't know how old you were, but I had to learn the hard way at 15 that hallucinating.
I must have been.
The hallucinating like bugs is withdrawals from alcohol. Woo!
Ruh-roh.
No, I must have been about 13.
Oh no, it all makes sense.
I used to see like bugs crawling like, all over my skin, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I googled it, and that, yeah, it explains so much.
To be fair, my dad is an alcoholic.
You were having his hallucinations for him. Perfect.
Yeah, I think I'll quit drinking. Right, well, great. That's me hallucinating. Nice.
Now I see ladybirds
Great,
everywhere.
thanks so much. Yeah.
Them things are now coming back to haunt me. Look, don't take the piss out my past traumas, okay?
Shut up, you clown.
I've got daddy issues.
And bug issues.
Say that again.
I've got baddie issues.
I've got
yada, yada, yada.
but they ain't daddy issues.
Well, I've got 99 problems, Chloe.
But you ain't one.
But a bitch ain't one. Ooh, yeah.
I don't fuck with you.
Anyway, so this haunted antiques place.
Yep.
So myself, Danielle, and our friend Lewis decided to take a wee wander on Halloween, the spookiest day of the year, down to this haunted antiques place. And I mean, I massively do believe in ghosts.
Spooky.
And I believe in all things spooky bitch. But I was heavily skeptical when we got into this place. I thought you've effectively made yourself a little shop here. You put a couple of weird crackhead things in there, and then you've gone spooky. It's all haunted.
Haunted needle. Someone died of this in their arm.
So we walked in the first room, and it was World War III. You right there? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I was just turning my heater on.
Tim's down there.
And it was World War One themed, and they had a bunch of like old World War One memorabilia, and it was really cool to see. But I didn't get any like spooky vibes or anything like that. I was like, yeah, it's pretty cool old gas mask. Someone definitely died wearing that. Pretty banter, but it's aight. Anyway. And then we walked into the second room, and this room is the room that's filled to the fucking brim with haunted dolls and just so many fucking dolls and puppets.
It's the best room.
I was the last one to walk through, and as I walked through, there was a chair by the door with a little doll on it, and as I walked past, this doll just went fucking flying, and I was like, is it? And
I saw that.
And I obviously immediately grabbed Danielle and Lewis's attention, and I was like, did you just see that? And they were like, nah, you've had us on here, chap. You're lying. And I was like, no, I haven't done fuck all. So we put this doll back on this chair, tested for everything, strings, cracks in the floorboard, just trying to push the chair, just trying to make the doll do the jump that it did in every which way whatsoever. And after we gave up, we looked up, and there was a guy sat at the end of the room, and we went to the guy, because Lewis was like, did you just see that? And this guy had locked onto this chair, and for literally the whole time we were doing that, it was like this. absolutely shit himself. And
He was the ghost.
Lewis just went,
He was a mannequin.
yeah, Lewis just went, did you see that? And the guy went, yeah. And Lewis was like, did it happen how he said it happened? And the guy just went, yeah. And got up, grabbed his daughter by the hand, and just fucking left. Absolutely beelined it for the door, fucking went home, bye-bye, that was that. And I ran downstairs to the owner of the shop and I was like, hey, Mr. Man. I explained what happened. He was like, yeah, that happens all the time. The woman who possesses that chair really hates the fact that we put the doll there, so we do it all the time just to piss her off. Right, well, I don't know a great deal about the paranormal. But what I do know is maybe don't try and piss them off all the time. Because this entire fucking antique shop is purposely done to piss off any spirit or alleged spirit that haunts or possesses the figures and the things and the memorabilia that they've got there. They literally, on purpose, try and piss this stuff off. Now, it doesn't take a fucking genius to sit down and watch a horror film and think, right, maybe I shouldn't try and piss off these nasty evil spirits that reside in all of my things. My entire things.
Did you go in the room that's literally pitch black and they lock you in there?
Yeah, the little room, yeah? The little
Yeah,
shoebox room. I didn't really like that. It was just boring.
I didn't think you'd like it.
I just thought it was fucking mid. I didn't like the room with the broken mirror in there as well. They were like, they like gave us this massive long backstory on this huge ass mirror, and they were like, this mirror's like been in 4 families where people have died, and like people people have seen things pouring out of this mirror. Once the last family that owned it, they all died, and this mirror shattered around them. And so what we decided to do was get every single individual piece of the mirror and build it back together again.
Imagine you spend your whole life, you go to work, you birth children, you try to do your thing, and then you end up a fucking chair. That's all I got from that. I actually believe in the cycle of samsara, so I don't really believe in shit like that. But I do believe in shit like that. I don't know how, but there you go. But yeah, imagine how fucked off you'd be. Oh, what am I going to be in my next life? A fucking chair.
You get to touch loads of asses, though.
My mouth would be the sitting part.
I know one guy, and his name's Captain Scat, who'd love to be a chair.
I've been practicing, you know?
Is that your chair stance? Oh my god, why is he still doing it?
Look at his fucking dumb face.
Is he frozen or is he still
No,
that
I'm not
still?
frozen.
Oh my god!
I'm really good at staying in character. It's like a shit version of Beauty and the Beast. It starts talking, but it just threatens to take your tyres and your watch.
Now, my question to you all is: do you ever think we're going to be able to definitively prove whether or not ghosts are real?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Kira?
Don't know.
He's
Not
in
unless-
chair mode still.
Not unless you're going to spray on with talcum powder and they're magically going to be able to be seen.
It's a fucking ghost. How can you tell? Flower.
I'll put on
Imagine Kieran as a ghost who's just squatting over someone's mouth.
Taking a ghost shit on them. Kira, what are you doing?
These are my ghost goggles.
Oh, I see.
Oh dear, it's a pair. I've spotted a cunt.
It'd be really cool if we could get an answer to that.
Oh,
I
shut
really
up, you
feel
fucking
like-
clown.
Why don't you just go to them ghost hunters on TV that think they're so cool?
Fake news, honey.
The thing I want to know is if they're definitively real or not.
Oh my
Don't you
god.
have
they
one in
will
your
know.
house?
Oh my god.
Right.
It's a ghost.
Crazy.
Bang, bang, bang.
Right, now let's segue into our next topic of conversation.
Why are we riding a two-wheeler?
Shut up. Oh, Georgia, what the fuck are you eating?
Jelly.
Right.
It's sour.
Have you still got that?
Give me
Yeah,
an
it's very
unpopular
sour.
opinion.
On.
On anything?
Let's go on opinion on you.
No.
How about no?
Anyone got an unpopular opinion?
No.
All of mine are too
Oh,
feminist.
I can't. I was gonna say yeah. I feel like Kieran must have an unpopular opinion, and you, Cole. I've heard you come out with some bangers.
Yeah,
One-
stuff we can't say on here.
Oh, I'll fucking say one. So the one that burns true in my head is
Genocide.
Is genocide. We need to cull 50% of the population. Thanos snap half the population out of existence in order for the human race to succeed any longer than we were.
But that wouldn't matter with the amount of people that are popping out kids left, right, and centre.
It'd fucking help, wouldn't it?
I think that's a great idea, but I say we just cull men like badgers. Do you know what I
Agreed.
mean? Just shoot them.
Right.
We don't need them.
Well, you kind
Just make sure they deposit the sperm before the game.
you kind of need them.
We
Nah.
don't.
Well, for
Actually-
starters, men are significantly more superior
Right.
In your dreams.
in that we pace you all.
Let's just
Yeah,
face
all right.
it, the two men that are in this group chat right now.
Three, you're one of them.
No. The two men that are in this group chat right now are under the thumb by a woman. Whenever they say, let's do
Hold
this,
up,
who
people.
do they run
Hold
to
up.
ask
Hold,
for permission?
hold the fuck up.
Yeah, so you men are under the thumb. Because let's just face it, who do you two men run to when somebody says, let's go pub? Cole or Charlie will message me because they know that I will say yes.
Gareth, stop.
You will say no.
That's just true.
That's not because he's under their thumb. That's because he's a mardy ass pussy boy.
And you can't say anything because you won't go out. No, you can't say anything because you have to ask Danny as well because usually it's Danny funding you.
That doesn't mean I'm
True, you fucking gold digger. Yeah, you have to ask Danny's permission for things, and you know you do. Okay, that's enough.
That's enough of
But
that.
yeah, you men still have to answer to us women because we are the ones that make the decisions.
Oh no, who's gonna sell us fucking bikes and vape juice?
Oh no!
You silly
We'll
cunts.
do it, innit?
Yeah, good luck getting that 10 pence too next time you want it, you slut.
There's plenty of others.
There's plenty of other vape shops, sweet.
And they're cheaper.
Yeah, okay.
Let's be real.
But the quality's not as good.
And as for your bike shops, Kieran, well, don't even get me started.
Don't you dare talk about his bike shop
I-
like that.
Cole, come on. Kieran's never bought a fucking bike in his life.
No. He
cleaned
has
up
bought
to
a bike in his life.
Kieran's fat.
You
Oh,
said that
dear.
just like Ellie did. Yeah. Oh, that's straight up, didn't it?
Where's Kieran? To me here.
Down.
I'm not like other girls. I'm really quirky.
Anyway. Does anyone else have any unpopular opinions?
Men are stupid
we
and I
shouldn't
don't
pay-
respect
Should pay
them.
for a TV license.
Oh, a TV license is bullshit. That's a popular opinion, though. Kieran,
Okay.
not
I don't
unpopular.
think we should pay council tax.
Here's my unpopular opinion. I think we should get rid of
Tories.
no cars, like cars, buses, vans, anything that isn't
Transportation. Yeah.
A tram, anything that isn't a tram. I think we should get rid of entirely.
So you wouldn't want to go to a different country?
Hold on a minute. So you try to go dogging and you're like, oh, let's get the fucking
Wait,
tram.
you want to get rid of cars when you live about a 10-minute walk away from your work and you drive there every day and you want to get rid of cars?
Outed.
Out.
Mhm.
You don't even walk to the shop half the time.
Okay, I'm going to double down as an unpopular opinion. I am a person that eats meat. However, I think that everyone on the planet should be forced forced to be vegetarian or vegan.
That's good. That's good. I like that.
I'd
think
end
so
up
too.
killing a human.
Hey, talk about. I'm having sort of like a vegetarian lunch today. But yes, tomorrow. My friend at work showed it me. It's
Right. Yeah.
Shut up, George. You fucking retard.
That was me.
Oh,
Yeah.
shut up, Claire, you fat retard. It's couscous, halloumi, and some peppers and other weird veggie shit. There's no meat in it.
That
It's
sounds
gonna
almost
come
like a
home,
salad.
It's still going to be a box.
It
That
sounds
sounds
almost healthy.
Dangerously close to health.
I'll show you. I'm about to make it.
Whack some leaves in that bad boy, and that's actually a salad. Be
You know what a
careful.
fucking salad is.
You're fat.
Yeah, then.
Diabetes called. You're dying.
Oh, is it? Let's talk about diseases that kill.
So anyway,
Just go in.
so anyway, when Georgia was younger, she had cancer. Let's talk about it.
It's not traumatic now. I went through 5 years of counselling.
Woo!
You need a few more.
Yeah, they
Kieran,
should.
you need counselling.
Yeah, you do.
Anyone
Really
would
think-
after being with you for fucking this long.
You don't have to be with me for this long. The door is open whenever you want to leave.
It's actually not. It's
Are
shut
mum
and
and dad
unlocked.
getting a divorce?
Yes,
Yeah, mum and
because
dad
mum's
are
a
getting
whore.
divorced. We're not actually married yet, so technically it's not divorce.
Bloody hell. You like the West. I'm not going to elaborate.
You're like Kanye and
Yeah.
No!
yeah.
Just say
Kim K!
It's safer if we say yes.
I just meant because we're going to end up killing each other or other people.
You'll be pretty high up on the list.
Well, Kieran, you're first on the list.
I can see them two being like Sweeney Todd.
I meant like Fred and Rose, by the way.
I
Not
know.
What's a
Kim and
TV
Kanye.
What's a TV show that you guys think is massively overrated?
The Walking
Friends.
Dead.
Friends is shit.
Walking Dead, Friends,
Flash.
Flash.
Big Bang Theory.
Fuck off!
You.
Actually, no, I agree. Big Bang Theory is overrated. Anything anime.
Oh,
You
Game
can't
of
say
Thrones.
that.
Kieran, you went to the cinema to watch Demon Slayer.
even I didn't do that.
Yeah, it's because you've got no friends to go with.
I'd go on my own.
Leah, you'd have a panic attack before you got there.
I would, but I'd be crying into my popcorn enjoying the film at the same time. Sounds like a fun time to me.
You'd be coming back out whilst my popcorn all soggy.
Oh, wow.
All right, well, what's a film that you think's overrated then?
Every film.
I'm trying to
Every
think of
film.
films
the
we
Harry
love.
Potter franchise is overrated.
What is?
Lord of the Rings as well.
Lord of the
But
Rings,
you're a wizard, Harry.
Harry Potter's so shit.
Harry
Sorry,
Potter's
everyone.
alright, Lord of the Rings can suck out.
It's not.
Star
They're
Trek.
milking that.
What's that
You
other
mean Star
one?
Wars?
No, Star Trek.
Okay.
Star Trek's a
That's
series,
more than
isn't
just
it?
a film.
Yeah, but the whole thing overrated.
I liked Star Wars. I really
Oh,
liked
and-
Mandalorian. I don't think
Anyone remember
Me
a
too.
program called Johnny Test?
Hell yeah.
Sick program.
There's another
Vaguely.
one. I can't think of the name of it.
Six.
Something rings.
You ready for this?
We'll just stand up and guess, shall we?
Here we go. Dirty Dancing, overrated.
No, it's fucking not. That is the best film in fucking
It's
history.
overrated. It is overrated.
Yeah.
I'm getting really bad ankle stabbies.
Dirty Dancing is the best
Oh.
film in history.
Well,
I
Nah,
feel like
it's
it
not
was the
American
words.
Beauty. American
Dirty Dancing
Beauty
triggered
or
them.
Clueless.
Open Season.
Open Season's a sick film,
Trust me.
actually.
Over the Hedge, banging film.
Love it.
Phenomenal.
Flushed Away, banging film.
Bomb.com.
What other cool films?
What
Two
are
Girls, One
kids'
Cup.
films?
Monsters Inc.
That,
Tangled,
yeah,
I think,
that's
slaps.
that.
I think that
Tangled,
I
yeah.
think that
Never
Frozen
seen it.
was a little bit overrated, but it was good. But Frozen 2 slaps.
Never
I've
seen
never
it.
seen any of the
How to
Frozen
Train Your
films.
Dragon.
I watched
You need to
Frozen.
watch Leah.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Trust
So good.
me.
Yeah.
Two.
Avatar, Last Airbender.
Never
Yeah.
seen it.
I'll tell you what.
The
let's
tell you
face
what,
it,
his
the only viewers we are going to get are younger viewers because, you know, we're a bunch of spastics that just like to entertain people.
We're paedophiles.
And their kid listen to this.
So
Right.
let's just talk about the old programmes, i.e. the OG Postman Pat. Because let's face it, the new one, it's absolute shite.
Right,
A minute.
Who's
Hold
gave
on a
dipshit
minute.
microphone?
Who's put
Hold on
Tempe
a
in the
minute.
cunt?
If we're going to argue about any kids shows, it needs to be Scooby Doo because what the fuck are they doing? What are they
Oh,
trying
I
to
trust
do?
me.
And
Scooby-Doo,
Bob the Builder.
Scooby-Doo, Postman Pat, Bob the Builder. Where the fuck
Noddy.
is Dora these days?
Noddy, Rosie, and Jim.
What happened to Noddy?
Fifi,
Jim will fix
the
it.
flower.
Figure out where it's up.
Okay,
Fifi.
So,
when I did a lot of ballet, I know how to imagine.
And cocaine.
At the same time, I was 14, perfect mix. I had to dress up as the flower thing from In the Night Garden.
The twat.
Yeah,
Somebody's
And,
got in bed.
The Ninky Nonk.
Eagle
it
Pickles
wasn't
got in
Ninky Nonk.
bed.
no, the girl one, the one that's not
Hmm.
blue.
Yeah, and I had to traipse around a load of 4-year-olds on stage.
To this day, one of the funniest things I've ever seen is the clip from In the Night Garden where the narrator's like, "Somebody's not in bed. Eagle Piggle's not in bed," and then it comes up with crosshairs, and it just goes, and Eagle Piggle drops to the floor.
I don't think that was in the actual. I don't think that was in the
No,
actual
but
show.
if it
I'm
was,
suspicious.
goated.
Yeah, but then to be fair, you know, as a kid, when you watch like Tom and Jerry or something like that, you think of Tom and Jerry as sweet and innocent. You watch it as an adult and you see it in a complete different sense.
Is that
The same as
because I'm
everything,
busted
though.
Like Big Cook, Little Cook.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What,
That-
Ren and Stimpy? Because that's
Yes.
fucked when you watch it back now. Like, that's.
Oh.
And
Who
how it
remembers? Who
God,
remembers Bottle Top Bill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his best friend Corgi. Oh, do you remember Pingu, Cole? That remake one? Pingu
Yeah,
the drug dealer.
Which one?
Pingu the drug dealer, where the people.
Yeah.
What about Bill and Ben, the Flower Pot Men?
Yeah, they slap.
Weed.
Yeah. Or Scrubba Dub Dub.
Or what about Bits and Bobs?
Were they the little fluffy pom-pom things in
Yeah.
the bigger one?
Ooh, what
Yes.
about-
We're
me-
chuffing around. We wonder where we're going now. We're chuffing around.
Chuffing around.
We wonder where we go.
What about Mew Meow? The
Meow,
clown-
meow.
That always gets stuck in my head. Like, if you ever see me staring
All
off
the
into the
time.
distance, I'm singing that.
La, la, la.
All the time.
What about Bagpuss? We will
Yes.
fix it. We will fix it. We will make it like new.
That's
What
like
about-
a really old
What
one.
about Brum?
I love
We'll
that.
fix it, every little bit of it. We
And
will make it
Batfink.
like new.
What's the thing where I can't remember the TV show, but it
What
was
was
a
the
guy.
custard called in Teletubbies?
Tubby custard.
What was it?
Tubby custard. I said
Tubby-
that far too quickly.
Tubby custard.
That's Scott's new name in the chat.
That looks delicious.
Bear with me, I'm on it.
Hold on.
What about Thimbles?
Yes.
Mm.
I feel like I was a little bit too old for them.
About Tiny Tots TV?
What about Pingo does double penetration?
What
That's my
about
favourite.
how funny, the Hoobs were? They were fucking
Oh, I
terrifying.
fucking love the Hoops.
They tripped me up. Google it and you will definitely know. I swear to
What's
God.
that one? The Wombles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they are freaky.
What was the ones with the puppets? The Tweenies.
The tween
Or story makers.
Yeah, Storymakers slapped, to be fair. Yeah, Storymakers was good.
What about the guy who did all the art?
Oh, don't.
Neil Butchman, Art Attack.
Oh,
Attack.
Heart attack.
Bear
I
the
was
Big
thinking,
Blue
He
House.
later on had a heart attack and died.
did he?
No.
Bear the
Oh
Big Blue
no!
House.
Oh.
Did
Six
anyone used to
Palsy
watch
Lane?
Smart? It was like an art
Yes.
show and the guy killed himself.
What
Yes,
about
he
Blue
did.
Peter?
That's why they stopped.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Blues Clues.
Blues Clues.
Yeah, no
Blues
one killed
Clues.
themselves in that actually. So
I
keep
think
it
they
to the
did have
strictly
to
morbid.
change man for a reason, though, right?
What about Yu-Gi-Oh! GX? Game on! Get your game on!
Basil Brush.
Oh yeah, Basil Brush.
Do you know why? Apparently that got cancelled because he made a joke about travellers.
Well, you know,
About I'm like nicking your wallet or nicking your
you know
watch
the
or
very
something.
first, is it Alice in the Tin Man, the Lion, the Witch,
The Wizard of Oz.
the Wizard of Oz?
Alice in Wonderland.
Shut up! I know. In the very first Wizard of Oz, if you look in the background, you see one of the midgets hanging. They filmed it and didn't realise, aired it, and you can still get a copy of it. Not only that, the snow in it was ground up asbestos, which
And
led.
it's a real lion skin.
Yep, it was a real lion skin. The copper in the Tin Man gave him like copper poisoning.
He turned green.
Fucked up. A lot of people died in that show. The girl who played Alice. No, Alice won that. Fucking hell. What's her name?
Dorothy.
The girl who played Dorothy was force-fed fags instead of food to give her a rougher look and slimmer fit.
It was like 13 as well, right?
Fucked, mate.
That was, to be fair, that was brunch when I was
that
that
age. She was disciplined.
That bitch was put in fucking place.
About 64 Zulane.
Banging show.
Right, all I'm ever going to think about is that giraffe now.
Great googly moogly.
Big Blue Bear.
Bear the
Big blue balls.
Big blue.
Blah, blah, blah.
Bear in the
Is
big
it
blue
Big
house.
Blue Bear or Big Blue House?
Blah.
It's Bear in the big blue house. His name's
That's
Big
it.
Blue.
Blue.
Or is it? Oh, Blue. Oh,
That's
what-
toilet cleaner.
Better.
Oh, Blue is good toilet cleaner, and he also tastes quite nice.
What?
What were they robot ones?
What? The toilet cleaners?
No.
The show.
There was a
That's
film.
the
There was a
future.
kids program called Robots, wasn't there? Or was it
Oh,
Scrubber Dub?
Yeah, it was Scrubber Dubs, but yeah, there was one called Robots as well. The main character was blue, and he had a broken antenna on his
Yeah.
Do you remember the robots film?
sick film.
What? iRobots?
No, it's called Robots.
Because that was a great film.
iRobots
Yes, yes.
slaps, to be fair. I recently watched a clip on TikTok of iRobots. You know the bit where he's looking for the robot in the lineup? And
Yes.
it just goes. Go! I tell you what, Will Smith just I absolutely everything he's in. That guy just is golden. He was amazing as
His wife.
Deadshot. He was his wife's fantastic. It's not just him that's in her though, is it?
That's what I'm saying. She's not the best. And he was
He
in
will
her.
slap you about it, so
I Am Legend.
Yeah.
Get
amazing
my
film.
wife's
Fred,
name
what are you
out
doing
your
outside, Fred?
motherfucking mouth.
It makes me cry, that film.
Hancock, that was another good film.
Yeah.
I watched that at school.
What's
honestly,
the one where he's got the dog? Am I thinking of the right person?
I Am Legend.
Is that it?
Yeah. The German Shepherd
Yeah.
that
Sam.
dies.
If you haven't watched,
That kills me.
if you haven't watched the modern live action Aladdin with Will Smith as the genie, you absolutely need to because
I haven't.
It slaps hard.
If I hear you talk about that film one more fucking time,
That's because Aaliyah, it slaps harder than your dad slaps your mother.
and I've still not watched it.
It's a great film, and they're making another.
And she doesn't plan to.
I don't.
Shut up, Georgia. Nobody asked your opinion.
Actually, Megan, I can't sit anywhere.
This
Hemorrhoids.
podcast has just become the occasional Kieran and Chloe just bullying Georgia podcast.
Wait till Charlie gets there.
Oh, I'm waiting for that day.
Yeah, Georgia's like the second option for Charlie.
You both got fucking downs.
So obviously, as well for people that have
I'm fit though.
sometimes Charlie will be on with us, sometimes Dale will be on with us, and sometimes some of us won't be on.
And some of us will actually be committed, and we will actually be here every week. So think about
And
that.
sometimes people will die, and sometimes
Some of us don't have a part-time job.
Sometimes we will have guests as well. We've got
Sometimes those guests will be exciting, but we're not sure who that will be or when that will be.
we've got a few guests lined up. We've got Luke,
Who?
Lee, and Chloe.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Do you want that?
And sometimes we might. even have
Wait, when you say Ella, are we talking Ellie?
P.
Rewind. This isn't Cole's
no.
podcast. This is all of ours. So surely it should have been in the group to see who we want on.
Yeah.
It should have been a group decision on guests. This ain't your fucking show, sweetheart. This is a podcast where all of us get a say.
This podcast doesn't revolve around Cole.
Right, well, we should all have said something before I called Kieran's mum before this podcast and asked her if she wanted to join.
Let me double check with her. Mum, is that true?
Ah!
She's sucking me off.
She actually said, Cole, you're a fat bastard, piss off.
She has said that before.
Fair.
I
Yeah.
get it.
That's completely fair enough, and I love it.
Nothing but straight facts.
Right.
Thanks everyone for showing up. It's been a great night. Goodbye.
No,
Is it snowing?
No, it's not snowing. But yeah, we can round it off about there. We've done over an hour and a half now. So yeah, thank you so much for listening. We have been the Dysfunctional Podcast again, and we're sorry again, and we will continue to be sorry until somebody stops us. But until that
Thank
time,
you
apparently.
for wasting an hour and a half of your time.
Fuck you!
if you like the podcast, please feel free to tell us, leave a like and a comment, because that'd be nice.
And if you didn't
I
like
will
it,
cry.
post full address.
And if you didn't like it, well, tough shit.
Sora.
Fucking shit.
Yeah, you can hate on us all
But
you
if-
want, as long as you're giving us the views. We don't give a fuck.
If you didn't like it, we're gonna egg your house.
And if there are parts in here that maybe you
Allegedly.
find a little bit too sensitive, I don't give a shit. It's our podcast and we'll do whatever the fuck we want. So you can suck out.
If you found them sensitive, they probably stressed me out internally too, and I'm screaming right now.
Anyway, we
Fuck
must
you.
leave because we're all going to batter Aaliyah.
Ah!
You're a fat pussy.
We are all currently on our way to our house as we speak.
Wow, you can move on a sofa.
Yeah.
But we have been the
I've got
Dysfunctional
super
Podcast.
She is
speed.
the sofa.
Do you not know this?
Well, that's
Thank you
confused.
so much for listening. Love you, bye.
Love you,
Love you,
bye.
bye.
Love you, bye.